So I just completed the London Marathon, 26.2 miles, and I did it in 4 hours, 28 minutes and 52 seconds, which I was really happy about. So I started training for the marathon about 7 months ago, back in October 2011, and even then I had friends and family telling me, what are you doing? You're not going to complete it. You're not a sports person. Don't do it.
There are three main reasons why I decided to enter the marathon this year. The first one really being back in 2004, my dad had 2 heart attacks. Thankfully he survived them. Ever since then I've kind of been thinking quite a bit about health and stuff. I mean, immediately afterwards it was the first thing to start concerning yourself about the heart and everything. And then you kind of get carried away with life again. I think I'm a bit of an average guy in as much as I eat a lot of crap and I drink a lot of rubbish and I don't necessarily look after myself the way I should. I think the marathon's going to give me an opportunity to think about my health and think about what I'm meant to be doing. Second reason is I was coming up to 30. I thought the marathon was one of the big things that I wanted to do. Unfortunately, because of the ballot process, I didn't get to do it when I was 30, so I'm doing it a couple of years late, but I'm going to get there. And the third thing as well is, based on my dad again, I wanted to raise awareness for the British Heart Foundation and to do something good for them and to raise some money for them as well.
So I've been running, 3, 4, 5 times a week sometimes, going to the gym and doing all kinds of things that, you need to prepare yourself to run 26.2 miles. I got a lot of good advice from different people. Full Potential gave me some great training advice.
So we've just done 3 laps, we need to do 4. So we're doing threshold training. So it's like 3 minutes at like a level of 8 or 9, and then a 2-minute break to catch up on our breath. I think definitely the training so far has helped, but I've got a long way to go for that marathon.
I've also been seeing a physio, Laura from Pure Sports Medicine, who's helped me out with any kind of problems that I might have, injuries that I might have picked up along the way. They've all really helped me to prepare myself.
Completed it in 1 hour 57, so I'm really happy I got under the 2 hours. I'm very tired though now. People say that if you take your half marathon time, double it and add 20 minutes, that should be approximately your marathon time, which would mean that I should be able to run the marathon in 4 hours 20. I'm not that hopeful for that. I've still got 7 weeks, so I've got some more training to do. But if I could do the marathon in under 4 hours 30 minutes, I would be so happy.
I think when I arrived at the marathon day, I felt ready. I felt that now was the time to run the marathon.
Finally here, Sunday the 22nd of April, 26.2 miles to go. We'll see you at the end.
I was told before I even got there on the day that the London Marathon is one of the best experiences you'll ever have. And that really comes down to not necessarily the running, but the crowd that are there to support you. I had my name across my shirt and people were just shouting out your name and cheering you on as an individual. I mean, to be honest, people also tell me that you're going to get really emotional. It's an emotional journey that you're going on. And that, you might find yourself wanting to, tear up a little bit. And to be honest, there's only 2 major times that really happened to me. The first was when I saw my friend Gary at mile 7. He was the first person I'd seen, so I'd already run 7 miles. But I'd still had, 19 miles to run. So seeing him was kind of, I'm doing this, today's the day, I've been building up to this for 7 months. So that choked me up a little bit then, but I kind of shook it off and smiled and got on with the run. Another time I kind of got a bit emotional was actually where a member of the crowd just kind of wasn't even aimed at me, it was just aimed at every runner. And they said something along the lines of, you're all amazing people, you're all doing a great thing, keep going, think about the charities that you're supporting today. And that's the big thing with the London Marathon. The London Marathon is one of the biggest events of raising money in a single day globally. And pretty much everyone I was running with was running for a cause, was running for someone else. And I think that's a really important and special thing that anyone running the London Marathon for a charity can take away from. Personally, the London Marathon for me was a huge challenge and one that I feel that I rose to. I completed it and in a reasonably good time, and I feel a lot better about myself personally. I feel that my health has increased and I feel good that I've raised so much money for a charity of my choice. But for anyone else who's thinking about running the London Marathon or any other marathon that's out there, my advice would be just do it. Take the training seriously, but go for it. It'll be one of the best experiences you ever have.